There once lived a young weaver named Aarav, whose hands could turn simple thread into cloth so beautiful that people said it carried warmth even in winter. He lived by a river, and every evening he sat on its bank, watching the water move without hesitation, never clinging to the stones it touched, never remembering yesterday's shore. One spring, Aarav met Mira, a traveler who stayed in the village longer than she planned. They spoke often by the river. With her, Aarav laughed more freely, dreamed more boldly, and for the first time felt less alone inside his own chest. When Mira finally left, she promised to return, but she never did. Days passed, seasons changed. Aarav kept weaving, but the warmth left his cloth. Each night he returned to the river, not to watch it, but to argue with it. "Why does everything I love leave?" he asked. The river said nothing. Years later, Mira returned, changed, quieter, carrying her own weariness. She smiled when she saw Aarav, but something in him hardened. He felt love rise and pain with it. "I still love you," he said one evening, "but I cannot forgive you." Mira lowered her eyes. "Then do not," she replied softly. "I did not return to be forgiven." Confused and restless, Aarav went to an old sage who lived upstream. "Sage," Aarav said, "teach me how to forgive. My heart refuses." The sage asked him instead, "Why do you love her?" Aarav answered quickly, "Because of what we shared, because of who I was with her." The sage picked up a cup of river water and poured it onto the ground. "Is this the same water you saw yesterday?" he asked. "No," Aarav replied. "Then why do you ask yesterday's love to exist today?" Aarav was silent. The sage continued, "You are not loving her, you are guarding a memory. Memory demands continuity. Love does not. Love only knows now." "But if I let go," Aarav whispered, "what remains?" The sage smiled, the one who is no longer afraid to lose. The next day Aarav sat by the river again. For the first time he did not speak to it. He simply watched. He noticed how the river touched everything fully, leaves, stones, reflections, yet carried nothing with it. The next day he met Mira. He did not ask for explanations. He did not demand closeness. He did not offer promises. He looked at her as if seeing her for the first time. And in that seeing, something astonishing happened. The pain loosened, not because the past healed, but because it stopped ruling the present. Aarav realized then. Forgiveness was never about welcoming her back. It was about releasing himself. Some paths they walked together again. Some they did not. But his weaving changed. People said his cloth felt lighter now, as if it warmed without clinging. And every evening, Aarav still sat by the river. Not to remember, but to remain. The heart of the story. Love hurts when it is tied to memory. Forgiveness frees the present, not the past. Awareness transforms naturally, without force. True love is presence, not possession, as the Gita whispers. One who acts without clinging to outcomes is truly free.